edge, I peruse it. How obnoxious, Gene got a conscience. He's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 17-yard line.
Brissett now. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group never put pressure on the QB. It easily moved into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at the 13-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. On play action, Brissett. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Brissett. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Booker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder on the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Play action. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wilson will throw again. He'll drop this down to Williams. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Back to throw again. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Breakaway. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. He's got a man complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good run. They were right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
James now to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Brissett's throw caught by Gray. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A give right side for Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Lamb in motion left. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Play fake, Brissett. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Brissett now. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 9. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Denver.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
That
faces. You can see it in their body language. Maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Brissett. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Pacheco. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Yes. Isaiah Pacheco.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business